Mira, and today Mom and I will make picture into a book. So I'm so exciting. And today we'll read Marvin Redpost, A Flying Birthday Cake. Why is the birthday cake flying up in the sky? And birthday cake didn't have a wing to fly. And we can have to study for chapter 6, the flagpole, and the end of chapter 7, okay? And now, one more time, so reading about it. Wayside School BF, the cloud of doom. And we can have to study for chapter 5, Ark, and what's his name? And we can have to study for chapter 5 and the end of chapter 6, okay? And are you ready for these two book 2 stories? Here we go! And first we can read Wayside School BF, the cloud of doom. Chapter 5, Ark, and what's his name? Oh, that's right, Ark. There are 3 Arks in Mrs. Jewell's class. Ark Fry, Ark Bacon, and another one who everyone always forgets, Ark Opens. And Ark Fry was strong and fast. It's usually the first one who chokes in and picks in teams. Oh, it's nice to be strong and faster. And Ark Bacon is funny, clever, and just a little bit sneaky. Oh, sneaky is not good, but funny and clever makes everyone laugh, and they're nice. Because when these Ark Bacon was told 1 + 1 is 2, and everyone knows that. So it might be very useful. So, but a bit sneaky is not good. Because it's very, very smelly. And everyone in Mrs. Jewell's class likes him, but no one completely chose him. And Ark Open is kind, quiet, and 100 protectors really. Ark Open is kind, quiet, and 100 protectors totally. But kind is very nice, but quiet makes everyone unhappy and didn't laugh. So I don't like quiet. So Ark Open. I don't like Ark Open. I like Ark Fry and Ark Bacon. What about you? Think of it. And sadly, the kind of a person is often overlooked. But not today. He died as he sat in his desk, intently waiting for Mrs. Jules to finish taking a dance. Today will be day of glory. And this pocket was the plastic bag. Why is the plastic bag in his pocket? And with 83 nail clippings, why is 83 nail clippings in his pocket? Oh my! His pocket might be very big, and the nail pocket was a little bit big, like these, and 83 of nail pockets. Oh no! So that might be biggest pocket in the whole wide world. And 2 numbers have been written on the backboard. 71 and 2,677. So far, the class had collected a total of 2,677 nail clippings. Oh. 2,677 up nail nail clippings. It might be very, 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 very many. And And that might be biggest puppet in the whole wide world. And 71 were the most brought in by anyone kid. They didn't just have to be one pointless, and fingernails is counted too. And Auric Obens took his bag out of his pocket and placed it on her desk. How many you got? Whispered Kathy, who sat next to him. Auric didn't want to jinx his bag a day by saying a number aloud. Besides, he knew Kathy would only say something mean or mocked him. And Mrs. Jules, closer and dance book. Everyone have any nail clippings this morning? And Auric Obens raised his head. Yes, Auric. And said Mrs. Jules. And Auric Obens quietly pushes her chair back. But before he could get up, he saw Auric Fry already making his way in the front of a room. 4K, Auric Fry raised proudly. Oh, as many, aren't they? And Auric Fry had kept his hands in a fist all morning, so it might be a long time. And everyone thought it was just trying to be tough. And now he opened his first let 40 nail clippings full into a collect bucket. Well done, Auric, said Mrs. Jules, and everyone clapped their hands. And Auric Obens smiled as he clapped his hand too. 83 was more than number 40, and Auric Fry did the math on the board. 2,677 plus 4K was 2,717. It's very many nail clippings. And a helpful to million. Cheers, Steppin. Not to quad, Aslan told him. Anyone else? Said Mrs. Jules. Again, Auric Obens raised his hand, but Eric Bacon had already hopped out of a seat and was handed to the front of the room. And he handed Mrs. Jules' plastic bag full of nail clippings. 349, he declared tentatively. Oh my, so many nail clippings, but what is it for? And the class went wide. Sherry gasped and Stephen fell out of his chair. Oh yeah, and might be very, very surprised because it's so many. And Eric Beckon danced around Mrs. Jules' desk like a football player who had scored a touchdown. Oh, Eric Beckon was very, very happy because he has the manyest nail clippings in a Wayside School Mrs. Jules class. So he might be very happy to dance, aren't they? And Mrs. Jules spectacled up the spectacles. I could count them, she warned. And Auric stopped bouncing. Go ahead, he challenged, and Mrs. Jules stared at Auric Beckon's eye. And Auric Beckon stared right back. And Mrs. Jules stumped in the back of her desk and divided the clappings into 4 piles. And she asked Damon, Allison, and George to help. They each took a pile, and Mrs. Jules added their totals together. 349. Oh, that's many. And she announced it just as Auric said. And again, everyone cheered, and Auric Beckon connected Spectre dance again. Hooray! And Auric Beckon was very, very happy because it's 349. So it must be very, 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 very many nail clippings. But what is it for? Is that nail clippings is useful? We just need one, right? But why is it very yummy? Not yummy. Nail clippings is not for eating. And how did you get so many? Mrs. Jules asked him. Orik B stopped dancing. I want to door and to door, asking my neighbors, he said, and everybody laughed. Oh yeah, it's funny. Oh, yeah, look. Look. These Orik Bakken says it's funny. So everybody laughed because it's funny. And Liesel had salt wrapping paper door to door, but she couldn't manage asking people for their torch nails. And it's easier than asking for money, said Eric, and everyone was happy to donate. And he erased the number 781 and out 349 in this place. Then he did the math. 2,717 plus 349 was 3,066. Very many nail clippings. And almost a million, Stephen called out. Not even close, most elation. And Mrs. Jules told Orik Bakken to take a tortoise roll pop from her coffee can. And he took one. And then, when she wasn't looking, he took another. Oh, cheeky Orik Bakken. Anyone else? Said Mrs. Jules. Orik opened, said gleaming in his desk. Raise your hand, argued Kathy. What butter? He moaned, and Kathy got off with a sit and stood next to him. She grumbled Orik's arm and raced for him. Orik opens bought a whole lot, she announced. Bring them on up, said Mrs. Jules. He had no choice. It's just 83, he said, and then emptied a bag into a nail bucket. Oh, that's the second most ever, shouted Kathy. She stood clapping. Oh my. Now, Orik Oben is second. Second, many years, nail clipper. And amazingly, everyone else clapped too. And they're still clapping. As he did the math on his board. And 3,066 plus 83 is 3,149. That's many too. And that's close to the million, exclaimed Captain. And everyone cheered. Even Ellison couldn't argue with that. And now, Chapter 6 right now. Opus Toast. And remember, start the 40 chapters 6 and the other chapter 7, okay? And now one more time, so you're reading about it. Some Marvin Redpost, the flying birthday cake. Oh, wow. And chapter 6, the flagpole. After school, Nick and Snort had to stay inside while Mrs. North talked to them about running in the hallways. Oh, why is Nick and Snort running in the hallways? It's a rule, but why is Nick and Snort running in the hallways? And Marvin read it outside because Marvin is Nick and Snort's best friend. And he saw Joy come out to the building and walk down the stairs. Hi, Joy, said Marvin. Joy smiled. Hi, Marvin. And so, how is it going? Said Marvin. Joy struggled. I guess it's hard being new, said Marvin. Marvin. Yeah, it's hard being you. I guess, said Joy. And Marvin thought about asking Joy if he wanted to come with him Snored's house. But he was afraid of Nick and Snord would say, well, maybe it will get better next week. You won't be new anymore, Joy smiled. And maybe. And Nick and Snord came running out of a school building. We're free! Nick shouted as he laughed on his down the stairs. Oh, because Mrs. Snord said it, so now it's okay. And don't run in the hallway, okay? And so Nick and Snord might be free right now. But it's not okay to run in the hallways. And they stopped short when they noticed that Marvin was talking to Joy. Come on, let's go, said Snord. Where are you going? asked Joy. My house, said Snord, and Marvin decided to take a chance. You want to come with us? He said. And I don't know, said Joy. He looked at Snord. You better not, said Snord. See, we have to give a dog a bath. That's right, said Nick. We have to bath Fluffy. Fluffy is a real mean dog. He might bite you. Dogs like me, said Joy. It's my parents' rule. And explained Snord, if Fluffy bites another person, we would sue for $1 million instead, right, Marvin? And Marvin didn't know what to say. He didn't want to lie, Joy, but he also didn't want to betray Nick and Snord. Besides, he told to Joy and the truth. It was really didn't have to bath from Fluffy, and it would hurt Joy's feelings, and you might get your clothes wet and you're dirty. And Nick, you don't want to run your only clothes, do you? And he glared at Snord and smiled, and Joy struggled. Oh, Joy might be very angry and mad because Nick and Snord doesn't like Joy. But Marvin was sad too. And well, maybe another time, said Marvin. Okay, said Joy, and Marvin felt terrible. See you on Monday, he said. See you, said Joy, as they walked away. And Snord said, I can't believe you asked the doorkeeper to come home with us. I just trying to be nice, said Marvin. Oh, you shouldn't just think about yourself, said Nick. That's selfish. You should think about other people's feelings too. And Marvin stopped walking. You're right, he said. He turned head and back to the school. He found Joy standing by the flagpole. Actually, he looked like Joy was kissing the flagpole. Oh my, it's dirty. The flagpole might be dirty because of the wind and some sand like this, so it might be dirty, but it looks like kissing the flagpole, but it's not real. Oh, it seemed like kissing in a flagpole because Joy was very close to the flagpole, right? And maybe Casey Habit wasn't crazy. What are you doing? Marvin asked. And Joy returned to Marvin. I was pressing my face against the flagpole. Why? Said Marvin. I like the way cool metals feel when it squishes my nose. Oh, that might be nice, but I like Dad to do that too. Oh, and you aren't kissing the flagpole? Said Marvin. No, said Joy. Casey happened. It was crazy. Oh, why? And I decided not to help Snord and Nick break Fluffy, said Marvin. Do you want to come over to my house? And Joy smiled, said, sure. Oh, now Joy and Marvin was best friends. And now to Marvin's 34 chapter 7, Jello. And to Marvin's 34 chapter 7 and the other chapter 8, okay? And now, did you have fun? US English, could you come back some better books? I mean, these spaghetti start to read, okay? But it might be new characters, okay? and some lots of book characters and book children, and some lots of children. And this book and this story will be see tomorrow, okay? And me and some lots of book children and book characters with 2 book and 2 story will be see tomorrow, alright? And thank you for listening every day. And please thumbs up on my YouTube every day. And thank you for thumbs up every day. And bye, my friend. Have a nice day.